Be young, be foolish, or be happy. Don't let love slip away. Live your life for today. Life is too short to worry apart on a golden day. Reach for the sky, touch your star, then you find your dream. But women all over the same indeed, 'cause if you've got love, it's all you need. So be young, be foolish, but be happy. Be young, be foolish, girl, be happy. Be young, be foolish, but be happy.
Well, welcome to Max Studio Music Productions. I'm Spicy, and this is the third podcast that we're doing here, and it's a very special podcast because not only it's our third podcast with a very special guest, but it's actually my 50th birthday today, and who better to celebrate it other than my mum, who I'm going to be interviewing, who's very well known in Tenerife with her singing and performance. So I'd like to introduce you to Norma Jean, her performing name, and she's going to tell us a little bit of how she got started in Tenerife and where she is now. So over to you, Norma. It's honestly, I was absolutely shocked and flabbergasted. It was a big surprise for me when you turned up. Literally, for those who don't know, I was sleeping in the couch as I normally do, and I got woken up, and I've not actually seen my mum for 4 years. So it was a massive shock to me, and it's such a great way to start my birthday. So good to see you.
It's absolutely brilliant. I couldn't wait. I was so excited to come here. Knowing fine well you had no idea, and just to see your face when you woke up, and oh, it was just absolutely amazing.
So for the benefit of those who are going to be watching this podcast number 3, massive step. I mean, how long was it when you actually decided to pack up and go to Tenerife?
Well, it took 10 years to actually make the decision to just go for it. Eventually we said, if we don't do it now, we never will. So life's too short, so you've just got to, grab the bull by the horns and go for it, which we did. And we've never looked back. It's been the best decision ever.
Brilliant. So, God, it's been a while, isn't it? I mean, what's the sort of plan? I mean, are you intending, or are you looking at being there for a while? Are you looking at going back to Scotland, or what's the plan now?
Well, there's no plan to rush back home. We're just so happy to be in Tenerife. Our total lifestyle has changed, and for as long as we're happy there, there's no reason why I would want to return, unless obviously for a visit, to visit family and friends.
Why Tenerife then? What made you decide that Tenerife was the place that you wanted to go to?
Yes, well, we holidayed in Tenerife for many years, and as I say, we wanted to do it for so long, for 10 years, and we decided Tenerife was the place we wanted to be. It's all year round, holiday makers. We knew we had to work, so that was the decision made. Basically, Tenerife was going to be our place to live.
So the name Norma Jean, we all obviously, everyone knows you as your real name is Norma, but what made you decide to use your performance name as Norma Jean?
I was always called Norma Jean as a nickname by Terry, my other half, so when I started singing and using, I decided I was going to use that as my name, because it's just, everybody knows me as Norma Jean, and of course everybody knows Norma Jean is Marilyn Monroe, so I knew it would be a name to recognise.
So what got you started and what got you into singing?
Well, I used to sing karaoke when I first met Terry 22 years ago.
Wow.
So, yes, that's when I decided, well, I wasn't really confident then. He forced me to get up and sing after he heard me singing this first song at his 40th birthday. So
Wow.
when I did that, he went, oh my God. You know, and then from then on, he put my name up to sing on the karaoke, and from then on, I started enjoying it and took it from there. And when we moved to Tenerife, I didn't really have the confidence that I thought I was going to have. And as soon as my first job, being a compere, has been a big help, because it did help to build my confidence. So I do still compare as well as sing, which is great. It's a nice variety.
So for people that are watching, that have always dreamt about just packing everything up, moving abroad, whether it's retirement or whether it's a change of just a change of life, change of scenery, it's a big step, as we know. What advice would you give people?
Well, I would say if you've got a dream, you go for it. It's a big step if you've got the affordability nowadays, because Brexit has changed a lot of things now. But if you want to do it, because life's too short, and that's why we did it.
So it's interesting you say about Brexit, but it'd be also interesting just to find out how you both dealt when COVID hit Tenerife. How did that impact on your work?
It was very difficult, not just for us, for lots of people in Tenerife. It was basically, there was no work. You weren't allowed to work, so everybody was at home. So unless you were fortunate to have savings and money in the bank to survive, that was, that's what got us through, because we obviously didn't get the help that some people did get, but you needed to have, finances there to help you. It was very, very difficult.
So now what we're going to do is I'd like to show the viewers some of the videos that you've had taken performing, doing your stuff at Tenerife. So let's have a look at that now.
When your baby leaves you all alone, ain't nobody ever to Tenerife, 'cause we got to crying. Stop the rain from falling if you ask me to. I'd do anything for you, don't miss my friend. I'd be through the mountain when you're in mine. Bye bye, baby, baby, goodbye. Bye bye, baby, don't make me cry. You're the one girl in town I'd marry. Girl, I'd marry you now if I were free. I wish it could be.
So thanks for sharing those, Norma. I've actually had the privilege of being over in Tenerife and seeing you perform myself. But man, that must have been quite a few years ago now. It's probably about 6-7 years ago now. So yeah, it's really nice to watch some of those videos. And it's also nice for you to share them as well on your Facebook page as well. So if people were going to Tenerife then and they wanted to see you perform, where would they find you? I sing on the Golf, which is not far from the airport where we live, in St Andrew's Bar. It's a bar and restaurant. And also Sundowners on Golf Del Sur. And in town, as we call it in town, a decade I've sang in Food Avenue, Sunset Bay, and One for the Road. So it changes all the time, we're always moving around different venues. My compere, which I do regularly, is in Las Americas in
lovely Irish bar called The Bell. Pretty famous. And compare also on the Gough called The Wild Geese, which is a very big Irish bar.
So now for the wee bit of fun part, to know you, what you like, what you don't like. Got some questions that I need to ask you, and we're going to start with the first one. What's your favourite colour?
Well, in case you haven't noticed, it's red.
And your favourite drink?
My favourite drink for a long, long time is Pernod, but I occasionally change it to Southern Comfort, Bailey's, gin. So I have quite a variety of drinks. It just depends on the mood that I'm in at the time.
Okay. And what is your favourite film?
Well, I enjoy crime. I really enjoy crime, but I always like a good laugh, a good comedy film. And one of the old time favourites is John Candy's Planes, Trains and Automobiles.
Wow. That's what got to be in the 80s, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow. Excellent.
Yeah.
That is a funny film, I've got to say. Okay, so what music would you say that if you wanted to make yourself feel really good, get your gut up and going, is there a particular track that you liked to sort of get you going?
Well, I love Motown. I love Motown. So mostly Motown music, I would be up there dancing. And Stevie Wonder is one of my idols, so
Okay.
But Motown. But I love the loads. I've got a wide variety of favourites.
Okay. Interesting. Stevie Wonder is definitely a very big, massive influencer in music, isn't he?
Absolutely.
So if there was an artist who is no longer with us anymore, that you could wave a magic wand, bring him back to life, who would that artist be?
I would say George Michael.
Oh, George Michael.
George Michael, his music was amazing. So he's unique, unique. And I wish, so sad that he's not here anymore.
Yeah, definitely. What a legend. So, Norma Jean, Mum, thank you very much for the shocking surprise. I really didn't expect to be doing a podcast on my 50th birthday, especially doing it to my mum, but it's been an absolute pleasure. I'm going to enjoy the time that I've got you here, and I'll definitely make a big effort to come over to Tenerife as well. But good. Thank you very much, and thank you for the interview as well. Brilliant.
Be foolish, but be happy. Be foolish, but be happy. Don't let the rain get you down. It's a waste of time.